All right, it's weekend. Today is Friday. Welcome everyone to Landslide Podcast, giving you insight into Nigerian happening in the Nigerian political space. Peter, Eli, you guys are welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you. And thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And we thank God for always making sure He sees us through day to day.
Yeah.
Did you hear the story of Hulk Hogan?
Oh, yeah, it's quite pathetic.
The wrestler?
But nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, nothing lasts forever.
Yes,
At 71, he's going to be with the Lord.
May his soul rest in perfect
May
peace.
his soul rest in peace. All right, and we also want to wish our Super Falcons well that are playing the finals of
Female
the
World Cup.
WAFCON.
Yes, WAFCON, the female version of Nations Cup of Nations. They are going to meet with Morocco. They defeated
South Africa
2-1. Kudos to them. Also, the Tigress of Nigeria that are playing in Afro basketball, they've won it 5 times consecutively.
Wow.
We want to also wish them well that they'll come back home with the trophy. Coach Wakama and all the crew. These are my people. This is my family.
I can see the passion.
This is my family. This is my space. So our basketballers, we are wishing you all the best. All the best. All right. Let's go to the news. Peter Obi said, I don't need anybody's permission to visit any state in Nigeria. And truly, he doesn't. He said in his first public response on Thursday, Mr. Peter Obi faulted Okpebholo for his action, maintaining that Nigeria cannot move forward when people are threatening other people. Eli.
Yes. I am happy, for the way he just responded, sometimes, when you keep quiet completely, look as if you don't know what to say. His response is very okay, very, very expected, of him, the way he has always spoken. A man who does not have anything to offer, look for what to blame other men for. I wonder how somebody will come into my father's home, my village, and then to come in not to take, but to contribute to my growth, rather than appreciating him, because maybe I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, and then his donation will be an exposure of my lapses. That is just my little understanding of the way Okpebholo go about it. But for Peter Obi now to say he does not need anybody's permission and he's not afraid, when your hands are clear, your mind is clean, I do not see how you will be afraid that people will hurt you. Of course, the world does not always like what is completely good, but you see, for Peter Obi, everywhere he had gone in this country, he had always gone to contribute to the growth of the people, either economically, in terms of health, education. And Okpebholo, the governor of Edo State, whom is preaching a revival in the education sector and other things, should have applauded. Even if he sees some lapses, in his own security arrangement, that if he's not sure that he's securing the state as a sitting governor the way it should be, which is supposed to be his primary responsibility, he should have at least have a way of beefing his security rather than threatening the peace of an individual that is adding values to his state. And I'm happy Mr. Obi refused to take this threat and still continue to, making up his mind, to be contributing to Edo State and any other state in Nigeria, for the better of the people.
Okay. Let me read another excerpt from Obi. He said, what I want us Nigerians to always be talking about is how do we build a better future for our society. Our society is not going to work by threatening other people. I mean, the chairman of APC Edo State, Jarrett Tenebe, came out and spilled other things that nobody should talk about, things like that in Nigeria. He said, I hate Peter Obi. But Peter Obi said we should be concentrating on how to build Nigeria better. Peter.
What I take from here is his response. His response was, Obi's response lays his grace. He didn't go to the gutter with them. Mm-hmm. He just spoke what he just showed himself that this is don't move me. After all, I've been getting threat every other day. Oh, some other time he made mention of something that we didn't take note of. He said most of his colleagues, they don't even greet him again because they are afraid that they will be identified, the presidency, those on top, will feel like they identify with Obi. So even at airport, when you want to greet them, they ignore him. But those things does not move him. As long as it has to do with nation building and development of any place, he will go. And he said another thing that was striking. He said Okpebholo should have complimented what he's doing. Yes, he has given 15 million to that school. You come in and do the rest. If that school produces better nurses, doctors, it's for the betterment of the state.
Yes, of course.
And in Nigeria in general.
Large. So those things are just, to me, purely political because they feel threatened by Obi. Obi has become a threat to a lot of people. Beno did it for us. Edo did it, and both the way they handled it, other states might take a step back and try to strategize. So it's not because of Okpebholo, that is the plan going forward to frustrate him from entering states because of his organic followership. And what he has come to do in this state, and he didn't go for campaign. There was no campaign in that state, in that school. He simply came to donate. They had a project. He wants to identify with that project. That is singular reason he went to that state. And for that APC chairman, it shows the quality of human being he is. There are things you don't see. See, your office you occupy should control how you react, how you speak, the utterances you make in the public, because there are people on the street that don't know that thing that go. Once I said go, they run with that go. You've seen people of Edo State hate Peter Obi. That man, that poor guy on the street that does not understand, that probably believes in the chairman, what do you think he will do? He will toe that line, and he will be out there to harm Peter Obi for doing him no bad. So people should be mindful of what they say. And he went for to say him hate Peter Obi too. And why the governor gave that advice is because of people like him. One of them wants to come next time so that they will leave the states. Meaning that if the governor does not tell us that Obi is coming and we meet him here, we'll harm him. That is a threat.
All right.
It's amazing that Nigeria police has not invited him.
All right.
DSS has not invited him. Nobody has called him.
Because that's hate speech.
It's a threat and hate speech.
Why would he be invited when he's an APC member?
Now let's go this way. You see, because most of the time it looks as if we are not against APC as a party. We are against bad governance, bad leadership, and we want what is good for our nation, Nigeria, because most of the time, the people that are in APC are Nigerians.
Yes.
I don't know if you understand. The same people are in SDP. The same people are in PDP. Do you understand? That's why we are against primarily bad governance, bad rulership, and an example. Now, we've seen Obi periodically, in all states of the nation, moving about primarily, if you look at it, institutions that are being abandoned and donating to them. I think this week he donated 50 million naira to Christ the King College, Onitsha, his alma mater, to improve on their facility. He went to School of Nursing in Onitsha. In Benin. Said Philomena, a privately owned community. It's owned by the Catholic. I'm not too sure about that. He donated 15 million. He went to, I think, Onitsha too, donated to another institution. I think either Esut or Unsuka to finish one of their laboratory. And that's how he's been doing from place to place. Abuja here, one school in Kubwa. He's looking at the youth of tomorrow.
God bless you. I was waiting for you to.
So most of our institutions or politicians, some of them will not be here in the next 20 years, next 30 years, next 40 years. Are they planning for a better Nigeria? The governors, are they planning for a better Nigeria? Ella.
If they are planning for a better Nigeria than like few others are, they would have also tilled the path that Obi is moving. Now, the way Obi is going, the strength of every nation lies in the youth of the nation. And then not just ordinary youth, productive youth. Youths who choose a particular kind of trade, either in a vocational or educational path, and then try to develop it. Now, that is what Obi is encouraging from his private, earnings. Now, he's exposing what a lot of them are supposed to do that they are not doing. And now he's empowering the youth for tomorrow. Now he's empowering the youth to stand on their feet, to be able to take the mantle of leadership. And that is why they say they hate him. It is not him particularly. If you say you hate somebody, you should be able to give reasons why you dislike him. You should hate somebody for a particular reason, not just like that. So I think though a lot of them, some of them that says they hate Obi, we still have few that are happy with what he's doing. Who are the few? It is the general population of Nigeria, the youths, the women, the general masses.
They're not few. Those that hate him are in the minority.
So that's what I'm saying. And the reason why they dislike him is because to the question you asked, they do not want the youth to stand. They want to keep their grip on this country. If not, why will I have so much money, either stolen or worked for, and be piling money that I will not need? And somebody now have shown me a way of empowering the youth, academically, investing in schools and hospitals, and I'm saying I hate him. And I'm threatening him he should not come to Edo State again, so that such things will not continue happening. It shows clearly that I do not want the youth of that country, of the state, to have a future.
All right. Now, the opportunity that Mr. Peter Obi has is also the one that almost everybody has, all Nigerians. Especially, I'm calling out especially the Minister for Youth. He has that opportunity. Also, Sheyi Tinubu, the first son of the president, he seems to be very interested in Nigerian politics because he's on the forefront of it. But we've not seen his actions, his whatever he has, galvanized these two people. We've not seen their action galvanized towards the youth. The ministry or we now have National Sports Commission. We've not seen well-drilled or planned actions towards the youth. How can they not do? Why would they not do the same thing Peter Obi is doing?
See, that's why I was saying most times, if you get wrong people into an office, you get the result you desire. Who is Minister of Youth and Sports? Who is in charge of this call? What are the pedigree? What have they done before in their lives? Have they ever shown empathy? That is what we look out for. Most of the people elected, has been appointed in this government, they are just only playing politics. What is primary to them is to get their principal back in office after 2027. So every that thing doesn't count. See, as a man, unconsciously shows you who you are. Obi is doing it because he has empathy for human beings. When there was flood, he went there, he donated. He's a man that have left government for how many years? So he won't say he spent from government post or because of money the state giving him. As he left as a governor, he has not received one kobo from the state. So he's spending from his hard-earned resources. And these other people, they ought to have taken the cue because they are spending our collective wealth. Why don't you invest this wealth on these kids, on these youth? Listen, if we don't prepare this youth for tomorrow, like this very popular man that says he's a social media somebody, I don't remember his name. He said him has booked his flight. Say he's 60 plus.
Yes.
Say he has booked his flight. And if we don't prepare this thing, those that will stay behind will be worse off. But if these youth are not prepared for leadership, if they're not prepared with this empathy, human feelings, what become of this nation? What kind of leadership will we have? And this current leadership is dispensing wrong example. What example? Loot for yourself, loot for your family, and generation unborn. Don't invest in the system. Look at our country. What happens to our road? Why won't we invest in infrastructure? Why won't you invest in industry? Why won't these youth engage in production? They are fighting for themselves. Most youth that you see they're doing, they fight for themselves. They provide their own security. They provide their own job. They provide their own lights. They're on the internet making their own money. Government literally had no investment in them.
All right. As we wind down, I think everybody has an opportunity to do something for this country. The governor of Edo State commissioned a lot of buses for buses, taxis, for Edo Line. Edo Line is one of the pride of Edo State because we used to have it as Bende Line.
Yes.
The late administrator, Governor Okpebholo instituted Edo State, I think about 1975, 1976, and it's still in existence. Most of the lines we have by other states in this country, most of them copied from Edo Line. But these buses need good roads.
Not
just good roads.
Hold on. Good roads to walk. Most of the politicians that flock around the governor, what is their economic value and benefits? The governor should look at this one and forget about politicking. He will warm himself in the heart of a dollar. That's my advice. What will you say to the governor?
Yes, the governor as well, apart from, he has done, he's trying, because it's not personal money, it's state fund. You've provided buses, you've provided taxis. Even if you improve on our roads to make these vehicles motorable and then to make them last, the time, you also will have to look into security. Because without security, people, even with good roads and good vehicles, people will still be afraid of moving on the roads from one part to another. And then you should caution people who are working with you, to be careful about their utterances. Most especially in a state like Edo, where a thuggery and a courtesan is in vogue, so that you don't, encourage people, to instigate people to bring out these arms. You understand, and begin to use on innocent people who are coming to develop the state. You mentioned something about Sheyi Tinubu and the Minister for Youth. Sheyi Tinubu is just a Nigerian like you and I. The young man is trying in his own little way. Of course, you won't expect it to be very public because he's not a public figure. He's just privileged to be the son of the president. We have a Yahaya Bello, a former governor of Kogi State, a neighboring state to Edo State, whom have a lot of cases in EFCC. Instead of trying to improve the lives of his people, bought one vehicle that the whole Nigeria went agog talking about. We never finished talking about the car. He has added the fourth wife. Is that the kind of former governors and former leaders that the APC leader in Edo State want to encourage in Nigeria, or people like Peter Obi? So the Edo State governor should call his people to order and make them understand that any Nigerian that is coming to add values to the state should even be protected by the state and applauded by the state to encourage more people to come.
All right, we can't go further than this. Like I said, there's Afro basketball somewhere not too far from here, I think in Cote d'Ivoire. There is the Nigerian Falcons, we call them. Yes. Nigerian Falcons, they're playing the finals in Morocco with Morocco. Then we have so many sporting events going on. The Ministry of Youth, Nigerian Sports Commission, Then my good friend and brother, Sheyi Tinubu, we want to advise you people to get involved in the lives of this youth. 70% of the voting population are youths. We'll be right back on News Insight.